Oh, this is a song, Speedo.
Yes. So as you can see, the Speedo is not progressing as it should be because I am doing slightly more than 20 miles an hour. And also the brake pedal feels a bit off, so it feels, when it's wrong on the Speedo, it feels like the ABS is pushing the pedal back a little bit and then it releases as you slow down. So I think there's an issue with an ABS sensor. I can't remember for sure, but I think one of the ABS sensors on the back does the speed for the Speedo, and I think that that's giving the wrong reading. So let's go on to this and look at what the wheel speeds are saying, and let's see what this says. Yes. And so, as we can clearly see from that, we have an issue with the rear left sensor. What does surprise me is that the lights for everything haven't come up yet, because usually I put lights on for ABS, traction control, tyre pressure monitor, everything just light up like really fancy, loads of lights everywhere, and that's not come on yet, but I'm sure it will come on. So, is it going to be the sensor, or is it going to be the reluctor ring? I'm pretty sure it's the sensor itself, and I'll tell you why I think it's the sensor itself. Because if it was the reluctor ring, then the speed would be, it'd just be like, it'd be going normal speed and then it'd drop off, and it'd do it every time, every rotation. Say if there was a bad spot on the reluctor ring, that's what it'd do. But what it seems to be doing is just reading low. So I'm pretty confident it's a sensor. But I have done a video changing the rear left ABS sensor on an E90 before, but this one's slightly different, so I'll make another one, fuck it. And now it is a couple of days later, and we do have a brand new Bosch ABS sensor to fit. In the other video I fitted a genuine one, but they are literally 4 times the price. This was like less than 30 quid, and a genuine one is about 120 quid, so guess which one I chose. Anyway, what I am surprised about is no lights have come on the dash yet. I've probably been doing about 20 miles since it started fucking about, but I would have expected it to come up with an implausible signal for the rear left ABS sensor by now, but it's not done, so that's good, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, I've got a new sensor. It took a few days to come because I ordered the wrong one first. A little note is that if it's a 335D or a 335i, I'm not sure, a couple of other models, compared to like a 320D or a few other models, it's different. There's 2 different sensors for the back of E90s, it seems. So I've got the one for a 335D. Anyway, let's start taking it apart. And to do that, I first need to jack it up and remove this wheel. And with that gently and carefully removed, if we go around here, we can see the ABS sensor, which, if we look there, we have got a 5mm Allen key, or it was once a 5mm Allen key, but now it's a bit rusty. So if we put that in there and then just lovingly tap it, yes, it should make it easier to remove it. It wasn't actually that bad. Yes. And so with that removed, we should just simply be able to grab this with our fingers and pull it, which should remove it, which it's obviously never going to work because it's seized in. To be honest with you, they're quite hard to push in a sort of like snug fit anyway, so that was never going to work. So if we get some of this and then carefully spray it like so, and then we can either try getting a screwdriver into there, or we can clip some vice grips onto it, and then we need to do it in like a twisting and rocking motion and pull it at the same time, which, after genitally persuading it for a couple of minutes, should work to let the sensor be removed. And with that sensor removed, we should really take the opportunity just to spin the wheel round whilst looking down this hole and making sure there's nothing on here or the wheel bearing that you can see that's going to catch on the new sensor, because they do get corrosion and shit inside there that can cause a problem. But it looks all right. Well, it looks as good as you could expect for what it is. So I'm just going to put the new sensor in, which, after generously lubricating it with some WD-40, should sort of like just push in. It can be a bit tight, but with a bit of wiggling it should just push in. Yes. And then with that carefully inserted into there, we can reinstall the bulb and obviously torque it up to manufacturer specific torque settings. Click. And now that should be, if any part of it's going to cause you a problem, it should be that bit. So now I need to basically just disconnect this along all these little clips. Like, as you can see there, it's clipped there, and then it goes along there until you get to here. And these clips should just clip off by doing that. And then the new wire just clips in at where the old one was. And then we've got this clip here, which should just undo, well, like that really. And then now we've got it clipped in all the way to this bit, and it has started, yes, fucking hailstoning, mint. So, I need to remove this 10mm plastic nut on here. And with that removed, I should be able to pull this down and then get to this here, and this is where it plugs in, which is very simple. So to unplug it, we press that in. Might need 2 hands for this, but I need to press that in and then do that. And then the new one, take that johnny off the end of it, just plugs in the same manner, like so, and then that clips back into there, like that, making sure that all this is lined up absolutely perfectly. Put this back, and now that is all back together. I just need to put that wheel back on there. Yes, obviously torqued up as required. Now that is, it should be done. So let's go and see if it is actually fixed. Yes! Now, as you can see by the fact that the Speedo is progressing past like 20 miles an hour, it's obviously seems to be working as it should be doing. And now, as I'm going like 30 miles an hour and I touch the brakes, they feel as they should feel. They feel nice and keen. And so it seems that that is actually fixed. So, anyway, I had an indication as to the fault because my Speedo didn't work as it should. But if any of the other sensors would have failed in the same way, eventually I reckon it would have thrown a fault code, but I did do like 20-25 miles in this with it not working right and fucking about, and it didn't throw a fault code, which surprises me. But eventually it probably would have done. But like I said, I had an indication as to what the fault was with the Speedo doing what we're doing. But if it was any of the other sensors, I wouldn't have had that indication. So if you've got your car and the brake pedal feels a bit weird, whereas it, I don't know how to explain it, but if it were any other sensor than the rear left, that's the only indication I would have had that there was a fault with the sensor. But it was sort of like when you press the pedal and the ABS kicks in and it pushes back on the pedal. It sort of felt like that, but all the time. Like it was, like the pedal was harder than it should be and not as effective as it should be. But yeah, that's something to look out for, I suppose. But I will leave that here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the usual shit, and I'll see you next time.